Yo, hey, what's up, guys? It's Thursday. I'm a day late on my comic book haul video, and I want to apologize because I know a lot of you know I do videos on Wednesday. I missed out yesterday because I had a slight mishap on two of my comic books. They got damaged yesterday coming home from the comic book store, and after I noticed they got damaged a lot, I just wasn't in the mood. I was pissed off, I was just mad, and I know I couldn't concentrate on the video that I was going to do, on Wednesday, yesterday. So I just bypassed the video. I'd read my comics and figured, you know what, I'll just do it the next day, today, Thursday. So I'm doing it. Here's my video, guys. So yesterday I picked up a nice stack of comic books that you see in front of you, but the two that actually suffered a lot of damage is right here. If you can tell. There's the World's Finest #1. Don't know if you guys can tell, but it's really bad. Check that out. And the next one, Earth 2. We all know what comic book this is. A pretty hot comic book for this week. Damaged. This one really kind of just got me really upset because it's supposed to be, a really important issue where it introduces, the Green Lantern, the old Green Lantern, as being gay. And when I noticed it was damaged yesterday after coming home, I said, forget it. I don't want it. I'm pretty anal, guys, with the condition of my comic books. And if it's wrinkled, if it's ruined, if it's damaged, torn, I don't want it. I really don't want it. So anyways, I went back today, guys, and I picked up these two comic books. Again, I'm glad I found them. And just a heads up, guys, this Earth 2, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, it's getting really popular. Two comic book stores here in Arizona sold out completely. I'm checking online, they're just selling like hotcakes. eBay already at one issue, the standard issue, there's two, there's a variant and this one. This standard issue is going from $8 to $12. I'm like, it just came out yesterday and people are buying them on eBay. I'm surprised. So literally, guys, if you're waiting for the weekend, if you're waiting for Saturday or Sunday or next week, I wouldn't wait. I recommend you guys go out to your comic book store, or if you find it at a online store for $2.99, as you can tell, buy it. Hurry up and buy it, because waiting, I can't really guarantee that the price is going to go down. Maybe they'll go back down in 2 weeks, who knows. But normally if they sell out quickly, those people on online stores, they're going to be boosting the price up because they're pretty much gone. So hurry to the stores, guys, and get this before it sells out. Next comic book, guys, or at least the comic books that I picked up, let's go ahead and start off. World's Finest #2 came out this week. The World's Finest #1, I picked up another copy. I read a friend of mine's and I actually liked it because it leads into, or at least it takes part of this new Earth 2 series going along with DC. So I picked this up because it kind of introduces how Supergirl and Robin, the female Robin of Earth 2, they end up turning into Power Girl and the Huntress, which is pretty cool. So it leads off here. This is issue 2 of World's Finest, Power Girl and Huntress. So I picked that up. Next one I picked up was Animal Man #5. This one I really wanted to get at my local comic book store when it first came out, I think like 2 months ago. But I completely missed it because it sold out. All online stores, I've been meaning to buy it online, but never really took the plunge because usually they're about $3 plus $5 of shipping, and I didn't want to spend that extra cash. But today or yesterday they had it. They had, I think, 3 copies, and I believe what normally happens if you're a box holder at my local comic book store, if you have a subscription and you don't pick up your comics in 2 weeks, they take your comics out of your box and they put them back on the shelf. So I think that's what happened in this scenario. So I'm actually glad I picked it up. Next one, All-Star Western, guys. I really wasn't an All-Star Western fan. I only picked up the first issue. Issue 2, I read, I wasn't impressed, and I left that comic book series alone. But a buddy of mine also had the All-Star Western collection, and I read 5, 6, and 7, and I liked it. I really enjoyed it because it led into the storyline, or at least a brief kind of history or cameo of the Batcave. The Batcave before Batman was introduced to it, or before Batman took over. I'm not too quite sure if you guys have been following the Night of Owls storyline, but Batman does mention that the Batcave, it used to be inhabited by a bunch of bats before hunters let owls into the cave, and the bats kind of just went into the cave. It went deeper, and the bats hid from the owls because the owls eat bats, right? Anyways, I'm ranting. This kind of tells a story of how Batcave used to be before Batman. So I picked it up. They only had 6. They didn't have 4 or 7, so I'll probably get those online. Next one I picked up, guys, was from last week, a new one, All-Star Western number 9, where it kind of introduces the history, or the beginning of history, of the Night of the Owls. They were back then when, I believe this is like, what, the 1930s? 1920s, maybe? The first history of Gotham, how Gotham came about. So, the Night of Owls, kind of like, I guess, the beginning of the story, how they became about. I wanted to read it. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really interested. Here's the other copy, guys, that I picked up today. Was World's Finest number 1. Finally got a decent copy. And there's my Earth 2. I really wanted to get the variant. They had the variant cover there for 20 bucks of the second issue, but I'm like, I can't really justify that spending yet. It was only a black and white sketch variant, and I don't really like how DC's doing these variant covers, these sketch covers. They just look kind of lame, and I just didn't want to spend that 20 bucks on something lame. So I bought 2. Check that out. This one here, Adventure Time number 1. It's a third printing, by the way. My daughter was with me, and she wanted to pick it up. She wanted to read it. She loves the Adventure Time cartoon. She has 1 issue, and she really liked it, and she wanted to pick up 2 more. So Adventure Time number 1 and number 4. And then also, she picked up Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, or Wizard in Oz. Storyline's pretty cool, guys. Next one I picked up was Avengers vs. X-Men Round 5, the variant cover. I love this cover. Y'all know there's Juggalos and the Thing duking it out. Next one, the Minuteman. The Minuteman variant cover. Have not read it yet. I was going to read it yesterday, but I think I went through like maybe 5 or 6 comics, and then I just got tired. I was just still pissed off. So, picked up this one. This one right here, Chew number 7, came in the mail. I love this cover. Check that out. Purchased this on eBay from a local buyer here in Arizona. I think for like $17. It's kind of a hard to find issue on eBay. Then, as you can see here, guys, I picked up an old Silver Age Daredevil number 30. This cover, guys, has to be in very fine condition. It at least an 8, 8.5. It's in really, really nice shape. It still has color gloss on it on the cover. It's really, really nice. Pick this up also. Next, guys, that I want to go ahead and show off is this one right here. It's a free little comic book that was given to me yesterday with the comic books that I purchased. Kind of an introduction on what's coming out with Marvel. And what I was really stoked about it, I'm like, yeah, give me one, was it kind of introduces a little brief, I think like a three-page storyline of Spider-Man, of Peter Parker meeting Miles Morales. Again, it was free, and it's only, I think, let me see, there's 1, 2, 3 pages, and that's it. And as you can tell, continued in Spider-Man number 1 on sale June 13th. I'm pretty excited for that. So that's pretty much it. Next, guys, I actually picked this up during last weekend. Star Trek. Apparently this was supposed to be a lot of hype was given about it online, and plus a lot of comic book stores here in Arizona, where basically Doctor Who meets up with Star Trek Next Generation. Here in Phoenix, we have a lot of Doctor Who and Star Trek fans. So right away, I'm like, you know what? I better pick mine up before it sells out. And I went over the weekend. Wednesday when it came out, it was still there. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was still there. So I'm surprised that this did not sell out. But I picked it up anyways. Storyline was, it was alright. These guys right here, The Strain by Dark Horse, I was really impressed. I really enjoyed this storyline. There's only, right now, there's only a 4-part, I take it back. There's only 4 issues right now, currently. I believe issue number 5 comes out next week or maybe the week after. But it basically entails something as a, or resembles somewhat as a zombie virus, you know, a little bit. Kind of resembled a little bit like Resident Evil, maybe a little bit. I'm not too quite sure. But anyways, the storyline, the horror is there. I love horror storyline comic books. I'll probably do a review on this a little bit later on. I'm missing issue number 2. I have 1, 3, and 4. And then of course 5 comes out. Once I get 5 and 2, I'll do a quick review on it because it's really good. I really like it. And that's pretty much it, guys. I have also a box of comics coming in from Midtown Comics. No, MidtownComics.com. I purchased last week's because I was out of town. That's why last week I went on Saturday instead of Wednesday. I was out of town Wednesday and Thursday. I couldn't go to my comic book store, so I'm like, you know what? I'll do a quick purchase on Midtown. And you know what? I'm kind of I'm disappointed in them. I'm really disappointed in them, which kind of really is hitting a nerve. When I placed the order, Midtown didn't charge my card. Didn't charge my debit card. They didn't charge it until 4 days later. Now, it's not a big deal. I mean, I didn't go, you know, I didn't overdraft or anything. It's just, you know, I don't really do checks. I don't really do checkbooks or keep track. You know, I'm like, okay, well, this order was $50. Okay, I'll just subtract it from what I have. And 4 days later, I'm like, well, you know, I totally forget about it. You know, I forgot. So here comes, you know, 4 days later, almost 5 days, and I'm like, wait a minute, how am I missing, you know, all this money? Where'd it go? I don't know. It's just kind of disappointing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. If I just keep tabs on my money, I know, guys. I know some of you are like, well, if you just write it down, I know all that bullshit. But it's still, it's like, if I pay for something and the comic books are already out, it was, I believe I ordered them on Thursday. Why are you charging me, you know, on Sunday night? But they've already shipped. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Sorry for the rant. I'll be doing another video probably on Saturday. Saturday, I'll probably be doing my horror comic video, my horror comic review. And Sunday, I'll be doing, I'm really stoked about this. Sunday, I'll be doing a podcast with a bunch of famous comic book collectors. And I'm pretty sure most of you know who they are already. So anyways, guys, stay tuned. More videos coming out pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and peace.